Alright, hey guys, it looks like we're live. I'm just going to pull it up on my phone just in case, because wow, Facebook looks different to me. Give me just one sec. How is everyone? Hello, hello, there we go. Okay, turn down this volume so I don't hear me. Alright guys, so today we are going to get our Grinch on. This is my interpretation of a Grinch gnome. You guys see him? I'm so excited. He is like seriously my last Christmas thing. I don't know why I saved him to the very last. But anyways, hey Rhea, hey Kathy, hey Nancy, hey Cheryl. Thanks you guys for hopping in. So we're going to be painting our Grinch gnome. I'm so excited for him. Let me flip you guys down so you guys can see. Alright. Let me know if you guys, there's any issues going on, and we'll see if just putting it on just this, but you know, some people like to see me, so I figured, hey, why not, right? Let me make sure we're still scrolling here. Hey, Cece, how are you, sweetie? Okay. Let me make sure we got everything right. Oh, come on. I just like to have a backup with the phone to make sure that I see comments for you guys. Okay, so I painted the white here, the white of his little poofy arm, and the white of the top of his hat, just to have a little bit of fun. But we are going to do 3 shades of green. Why? Because it's Grinch. So we are going to do a little bit of shading. So we've got our styrofoam plate. That is probably my favorite to shade with, is using the styrofoam plate and ombreing, which I'll show you later how to do. And so anyways, the greens that I have is Christmas green, Jubilee green, and Electric lime. These are some of my favorite greens. Another favorite lime green, it's a little bit lighter, is a Gecko green if you can't find this Electric lime. Hey Carol, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to start with his nose first. That's going to be the darkest shade of green. And when you look at the Grinch, his nose is the darkest part of him. So that's where we're going to go with that. Let me grab one of my brushes. I was painting earlier, you guys, so I was actually painting gift tags. I was getting my gift tags done. Hey Anne, how are you? I just saw you pop on. And I'm sorry Facebook is not letting me scroll. Facebook looks so weird. Oh my goodness. It forced me to do that change today, and wow, it looks weird. Okay, so angle brush I'm using is a 3/8 of an angle. And we are just going to get his nose going. I think I might actually do the Christmas green. I think this is the Christmas green that I'm using, just FYI. But I think I might also use it in the holly berry and throw it up there as well. And then I wanted to show you guys something pretty cool to give like a blushing technique that really actually works really great with paint and everything else, and it's really cheap. I've been doing it a little bit lately, and I've been loving the effects of it. So I'm excited to show you. That's to come. Okay. This green, of course, you guys, like I said, green is one of those funny colors that it looks blotchy. Your first coat will look blotchy. It's no matter how smooth you get it or anything else, it just looks blotchy. So don't worry when you're painting, because it's going to be blotchy. Okay, I am actually, we'll be able to do it. Because you guys know me, I hate changing brushes. It's the lazy in me. I hate doing it. Alright, so with this, we're just getting the, my stinking phone wants to listen again. Hey Lisa, I just saw that you popped on, honey. How is it going? Okay, so when we're doing smaller areas and we have a big brush, we're just going to try and use the tip of the angle of our brush. And you guys, I apologize, my wrist is killing me. I made, well, I shouldn't say made, but I found this cute ceramic at Michael's, and it was a gnome with their little gnome house, and they have it all decorated up. So I was painting it, but oh my gosh, was it wreaking havoc because it's so heavy. It was killing my wrist. Hey Teresa Winters, how's it going? I tried to hop on your live, and I apologize right now because all heck broke loose upstairs with the girls. So, it's been great fun at the house. I can definitely tell that both of them are back home again. And they are not enjoying it. Okay, so if you can see, I'm just using the edge of my paintbrush. I'm not pushing it down to get there. Okay, same thing here. We're going to use the edge. We're going to pull away, then take the tip of the brush and then sweep out, and then we can sweep again. Now we're away from the berry, and if you messed up and hit the berry, it's okay. We'll just throw some paint on it, call it good. If it looks really bad, throw some glitter on it. Glitter hides lots of imperfections if you need it. Or outlining, you can hide it that way. Baby wipes are also a great friend, remember that. Grandson remote learning today. It's rough, you guys. It's so rough. My kids have not, well, my youngest has not been in school since March, and she is not liking it. So, she was supposed to actually go back today, but they canceled schools. So, she is not having it. She was a little bit upset this morning, not gonna lie. I mean, I know the reasons why, and that's fine, that's good, but our poor babies, they want school so bad. I mean, I think it's so sad that they're not even like excited for Christmas break. They just want to go to school. Hey Linda, how are you?
I didn't understand that.
Oh, phone. This phone, you guys, it likes to listen in. It's quite entertaining sometimes. Okay, so Holly is done. I'm not going to worry too much about recovering this with paint, just because we're going to do shading on it. But where this part of the nose is a little bit bigger, we'll go ahead and hit this with just one more second coat here. Just using the 3/8 angled brush. And this is a flat brush, just FYI. I'm not too horribly picky about my brushes. I mean, really, if you're getting anything in a package that's around a little over $5 to $10, I think it's good. They're good brushes. And I like medium to firm tip, just so FYI. Okay, so nose is done. However, I'm just going to grab a little bit of the green, throw it there, and the rest of it we'll throw back in here. Okay, let me throw that in there. All right, so I'm gonna use maybe not. I'm gonna use, what am I gonna use? I'm gonna use a 1/4 angle brush, I believe. This is what this is. I hate how your sizes rub off, so just FYI. And I'm gonna use the, nope, that's Christmas green. I'm gonna use Jubilee green next. Let me move that tray over there. Sorry guys, I have like a bunch of trays and I'm getting to the point where we're getting low, so I'm like, just use up the trays I have. Okay, so ombreing this one real quick, we're gonna take the dark end at the back and the lighter end of the green. We're gonna rub it together real quick. And we're just doing a quick little swooshy on his nose. It's gonna give a nice little ombre effect to his nose. There we go. And using wet paint sometimes really does help with this process. I'm gonna actually get this brush just a little bit wet. It's having a hard time moving. Oops, I did that backwards. Dark in, lighter in, ombre it, okay. And you'll see the effect, hopefully you guys can see it on screen. I'll pull it up a little bit for you guys so you can see what it is I'm talking about. And this is just a little shading that we're doing just to kind of bring it in. Maybe you can see it, there you go. So you can kind of see that shading look going on. It's real quick to do. It's one of my favorite ways to shade. All right, so now the rest of his body is going to be the Jubilee green. So get a little bit in there. I probably got way too much, but you know me. Let me make sure. Okay, so where are we here? Okay, Jubilee green, here we go with the hat. I'm just taking the angle brush, I've loaded the edge, and I'm swiping it through. Then I'm coming back over here, just kind of cleaning up our edge a little bit. There we go. And we'll get going. So that tight corner, we just use the edge to get into it. There we go. Hey Kathy, I don't know if I said hi to her or not, I'm sorry. All right, and a swoop here. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Did you guys have fun? I know Thanksgiving was different for most this year. It was definitely a little bit different for us. We didn't travel this year, so that was kind of weird. We've grown to travel quite a bit, so. Just getting his little swooshy fur. There we go. Loading there and pulling up. There we go. Okay, and this fur kind of comes all the way down in between his legs and his feet. So he kind of reminds me of like the older Grinch slash the baby Grinch is kind of what I was going for. A little bit in between of the gnome, like the Jim Carrey version. I don't know. I had fun with them. That's all I gotta say. Oh, good. I'm so excited you had a good one. That's awesome. We had pretty low key, but it was still really nice. I have to admit, it was really nice to just low key. Hubby, oh my gosh. So my husband's really gotten into cooking, and so anyways, he made probably one of the best turkeys I've ever had. It was a honey bourbon, apple cider glazed turkey. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But because the girls really won't eat it, we only did the turkey breast, and now we're kind of regretting it because we had good leftovers, but we didn't have that much, and now we're like, oh man, I need more leftovers. But he made homemade enchiladas the next day with the turkey, and ooh, that was good too. I'm a little hungry. Can you guys tell? So I'm just smoothing this out with the paint hair. And then, like I said, remember that this first coat of green is gonna go on splotchy. So really what we're looking for is just coverage, and then we'll come in and do a nicer coat with everything the next round. And then we'll do the shading with his fur and get it really cute and dimensional. Okay, so I'm just getting these edges real quick here. Okay, I did get there. I got there. Ooh, I was doing pretty good. I just missed one edge. That's pretty awesome for me. Okay. Let me put this brush aside for a second. You guys, yes, Teresa, it did come through. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys, I'm going to throw on the heat gun. There we go. Oh my gosh, brain fart there. When you're doing heat gun, just remember, always do it on the light setting, because if you do it on too high of heat, it will crack the paint. See, even really with the blow dryer, you don't want to go too high on it, because you don't want it to crack your paint. Okay, that seems good enough. We will go right back with the green real quick here. Still using that 3/8 angle brush. And this time it should give us a nice smooth coat. And my phone's listening in again.
I didn't understand that.
I know. Silly phone. I'm not sure what the heck is going on here. Okay. So I'm just getting this side real quick. Smooth out around his nose. I know right now he is looking like a big green blob, but we'll get some fun going on. We'll see what he really looks like real soon. So anybody else's weather get nice and cold? We just got a cold spell here. Ugh. I know it's Christmas time, but I'm just not having the cold this year. Maybe it was because I had thought I would be in warmer weather. I don't know. I'm just like, ugh, I don't want cold. I live in Chicago, so it gets cold here. There we go. Okay. Anybody do some Christmas shopping? Some cyber deals? Anything good? Anything fun? Going to be freezing tonight in Houston. Ooh, yeah. That's no fun. Houston, it's supposed to be warm there, isn't it? I mean, I pretty much have always guessed Texas is warm, but I thought you guys were a little bit warmer there. That sucks. Oh no, Fort Worth, ick. Yeah, I think the high today was like 39 for us, and that's not counting wind chill. So if you get wind chill today, it was probably easily in the 20s. Okay, so our Grinch is very green now. Let me grab this Jubilee green that we got here. Hey, Miss Sue, how are you? You are totally fine, honey. I didn't hear the update on your house, but it sounds like you got one, which I'm way excited for you. Okay, guys, I'm going to be, woo, almost dropped that. Electric green. If I scared y'all, I'm sorry. This we're just going to be using as shading, so I'm not going to get a bunch of it out, just a little bit. We're going to go back to that 1/4 angle brush. 40s. Ugh. Okay. Let me get my picture out because we got a little bit off here. Okay. Oh, I did that wrong. Whoops. Never mind. Fix that. Okay. Dark end, or bottom end is your darker. Lighter end is your lighter. We're going to ombre this together. I need just a little bit more dark. There we go. All right. So I'm going to get the easy spot first. There we go. This kind of comes out. And lighter, darker. There we go. And you can do this when the paint is dry too, but I've noticed it's a little bit easier to handle and manage when it is a little bit wet. It seems to glide a little bit better. So hence why I'm doing that. Okay. Yeah, this goes up a little bit further than what I wanted. Or I want it to go up a little bit further. Okay. Okay. So you can kind of see his fur starting to come back. I'm going to go back down with the swoosh. Fix that. Okay, I'm just going to get a little bit of water on my brush. There we go. A little bit of water also helps with letting it glide a little bit more too. You can also use a medium if that helps too for you guys. All right. Oh, I did that backwards. Light and dark end. There we go. Okay. So then this side, hold on. We're gonna go right here. And right here. There we go. I might have not given myself enough of the darker, so we might be having to come back here. There we go. So I hope you guys can see that. Okay. Let me grab just a little bit more of this Jubilee. There we go. Okay. There we are. This one, let's see, we'll go right here, get right there, and there. And then this one goes here, and we go up, and then we have one here, here. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of getting this plotted out here, and here. Oh my gosh, I'm doing this wrong. I swear I know how to paint. Do. Anyways, okay, so here we're gonna go with one. Here we're going. There we go. We'll get just a little more green in the back here. There we go. We'll go here. And like that. There we go. Now I'm liking it. Like that, and we'll go right here. Grab just a little more water. Oh my gosh, lighter and darker end. There we go. Okay. And right here. There we go. And I want to just lighten these up just a little. There we are. So there's that. And then I am going to go ahead, since I already have this paint out, I'm going to use my detail brush here. Actually, this one's too small. I want a little bit thicker for his mouth. Okay, we are going to use the electric green, so I'm just going to pour a little bit more. There we go. Okay, electric green, I'm using a 1-inch liner, or a 1 liner, I'm sorry, not 1 inch. Okay, and we're going to make his little swoosh for his mouth. And let's see, let's do another swooshy with his mouth right here. We'll go right about here with his little upturned grin, like so. Haley, I'm on a live. Hey, Susan, how are you?
I know. I just came to say hi to everybody.
Oh, shoot, your screen's been on and off. Is that my end, you guys? Are you guys having any issues? Or are you guys everybody being good? Haley Bug came down here to say hi to y'all.
Hi, everyone.
I was telling them how much you want to be back in school.
Yeah, I really do. I want to be back in school.
I know, baby. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hi. Okay. Mommy's gonna paint.
Okay. Love you, Mom.
Love you, baby.
But do you know where Dad is?
I think he ran to the store.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask.
Did you need something? Is it an emergency?
No, I was going to ask him if you can unlock the laptop.
Oh, okay. A little bit later. Okay, so there is his cute little grin. Our Grinchy is getting good. I'm excited. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so Grinch is done. I'll throw this little bit of green that we have here back in. Okay, so now we get to go to, greens are all done. We get to go to red. So red, I'm using Fire Red. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot his hand. Whoops. Whoopsie, never mind. Green's not done. Okay, Jubilee Green, hold on, we'll hurry and get his hand. I was so worried on his body, I didn't even think about his hand. I'm actually gonna just use the 1/4 for his hand real quick. I wonder why it looked off a little bit. There we go. Okay, and there. So he's doing the infamous, you know, holding the ornament. Okay. Let me get these edges real quick. You guys, if you're doing small areas, another thing to do is just use your lid. When you paint, it saves me so many times. Just a little FYI. Little something easy there. Can't believe I forgot his hand. Oops, I got a little bit of paint right there. We'll have to get it with a baby wipe real quick. Alright, hopefully this coat will just kind of like us. I don't play too much with it. I know, isn't Susan's project amazing? Her tree topper was so cute. She's so good. Okay, hand done. And I have a little bit of that there, so I'm not gonna worry. Okay, I'm gonna use this smaller size brush. This is a number 2 flat. It is not an angle, but it's small enough that it will work for doing our outlining. Okay, or our shading. Oh my gosh. Let me get this wet real quick. Okay, so we're gonna get the edge dark, lighter, run it through real quick. All right, let's see. Hold on, I gotta turn it this way. Doing it upside down is not helping. Okay. Alright, so this guy goes up, this one, and there. There we go. Get that one more time here. Okay. It's a little bit harder with this small area, but you'll see what we're doing when we get to the detail line. For that, let me grab a baby wipe right here. I got just a little bit of dark green. Thank you, Susan. Giant ring truck. Ooh, I'm excited to see it. Okay, so baby wipe, we're just gonna get right here. I just tapped it with some green. So you can see baby wipes are definitely our friend. Okay, and then red. Here we go. Yay, red. And where did I put the red? Right here. Okay, this is fire red. I'm gonna go back to my 3/8 angle brush. It's become my friend lately. Hoping to get a Mevo soon. Me too. Okay. So we'll get his little booties here. Okay. Getting the edge. So I was always really nervous about doing shading, and as you guys can see, it's really quite easy. You just ombreing your paint, and it, it's just making sure it goes nice and smooth. That's probably the hardest thing that you got there. Try and talk louder. Oh, you will try and talk louder. Oh, okay. Like, do I need to talk louder? I can talk louder. I can shout. Okay. So red booty number 1 done. So we're just taking this, going straight down here. Gonna load the brush one more time. Get a nice angle. And you guys, if you're looking for him, I did not get him added into the shop, but I will tomorrow, I promise. Alright. I know it's a little late in the season, but like I said, he was my last one. He's kind of my last thought. I kind of was drawing him on a whim and fell in love with him, so we had to get him done. I just realized I was being super careful, and there was no need to, because the red ornament's right here. Alright, and then I'm not going to worry about painting this ornament a second time with a second coat. Reason being, as it is going to be a nice cute little glitter ornament, so no need. we will need to paint the booties one more time and the hat as well. So I'm just getting the edge here with his shoes. All right. Okay. Smooth out the paint. There we go, so you can see that. Okay. And here we go. So I'm just loading the brush, making sure that the edge has a nice amount, and we're going to do the curves of his hat. So what I do is I kind of start at the edge and then I'll pull it towards further back and then kind of come back with the edge. When you're trying to get into those little edges or corners, it helps a little bit. Oh, you guys, I am so excited for how he is turning out. Okay. Okay, just getting these edges here of his hat while I'm thinking of it. All right. And we'll get this going here. We can probably go with now and get a second coat on these guys. And then we can start having fun with some outlining once I get these berries up here done that I almost forgot about. Look at those real quick. Can't wait to watch. Oh, I'm so excited, Sue. I know Susan's projects are always so fun. I love them. All right. Okay, booties are done. Okay, I'm just going to get the very edge of my brush. You guys can see that. Just the very edge. I know it's smooth out because you're seeing it, but there's just a little dot there on there. Maybe a little bit more. And we're just going to slowly swoop it around and make a berry. Make the berry. Okay, this brush is being a little bit difficult tonight, or my wrist is not wanting to play nice. There we go. So we're just kind of making that swooshy motion. We'll go right here and get this side. There we go. And clean that up. We got just a little bit of paint drag. There we go. Paint drag is when you can see the bottom part of your layer. So like for me it was the white. I could see the white popping through where my brush just didn't go as smooth. Okay. And that side. There we go. Let's see. This is still just a little bit wet, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that with the heat gun. The girls are stressed out. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sue. Poor puppies. Put that back on the hook. All right, one more with the red. There we go. Nice smooth coat. And I'll hit these berries just one more time. And now for the fun, we get to detail. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot an arm. You guys, what is up with me and forgetting things tonight? Whoops. Mel tagged me in a post about forgetting things after the COVID party, and I'm like, yeah, that seems about right. Oh no, at Mimi's. Ooh. That sounds awful, Cece. I'm sorry. That sucks. All right. Just getting the arm there. Getting the edge there. Okay, let me hit that real quick with some heat, then outlining. Okay. I know, poor puppy. Wow, I gave myself way too much red. Okay. Throw that in there. Oh, I bet. I would be freaked out too. Alright, I'm going to just use this one liner brush real quick and grab this metallic. Just get the top of the ornament real quick here. And that is just the metallic silver. Okay. Now the fun begins. Okay. Black outlining first. Come on. There we go. Now, when I'm outlining, you guys, I like to add just a little bit of water to my paint, just to thin it out just a little bit. We're going to use my 10/0 spotter or liner brush, whatever one you want to call it. Okay, I got that nice and smooth. Grab my thing there. Okay, so I have it nice on the edge. We're going to go ahead and go right with the booty. We're going to do like a cute little ziggy. I like to do little zigzags and stuff like that just to have fun. In outlining, you don't have to get completely to the edge. But it works. Let's see, we'll go right here. Got the hair right there and right here. There we go. Oops. My hand was reaching for paint that was not in the right spot. Like I said, I'm not too worried about that ornament because like I said, we're going to be putting glitter on it. But we'll put a little bit of jazz on it just for some fun. Throw a little zigzag right there. Okay, so his hand, we're going to go here and here, like he's pinching. Here. There we go. Okay. Look at the fluff of his Santa suit. Hey Katie, how are you? Oh, I'm so sad. Poor girls. Well, hopefully they'll get nice and settled for you. All right. We'll go ahead right there. Okay. So we have got some definition on fur now. We'll go again and get this Grinchy's nose going. Don't like how my zigzag went. There we go. Alright, so we'll go right here with his hat. So we're just making nice cute little loops. That's about all. Load my brush right here. get his cute little tassel here. Hold on, I'm getting too much gunk on the brush, so if you start getting too much of paint buildup in your brush, just clean it out. That will help a lot with giving you a little bit thinner of lines if that's what you're needing. I know, I was complaining about Chicago weather today of how cold it was, Katie, so, and I'm like, I'm sure, Sue, you're loving it. So just giving definition, again, like I said, you guys, I'm gonna throw just a little bit of fun here. All right. Oh, berries. So these holly leaves, we'll give those a little bit of fun. And then we'll add a little bit of highlight as well. And then we'll do some glitter. We'll be good. So like I said, with liner brushes, if you're afraid to do your own outlining with a brush, you can always use the paint pens. The ones that I prefer are the Posca pens. They're my favorite to use. Okay, and then I'm going to ever so lightly, with a very thin hand, just go over his mouth just to give that little bit of definition. There we go. Okay. Just don't want to see snow again. Yeah, it was snowing earlier here too. I was like, man. Okay, I'm just adding a little bit of water to my paint because I used this white earlier and didn't clean it up. Okay. Grab the brush here, clean that. Okay. So just a little bit of highlighting. I'm barely taking my brush and moving it. Go right there. Just throwing a little bit of white into his hair because he does have shiny hair. Even though I kind of almost imagine him as like gross and dingy and dirty. Don't you guys? I mean, he was eating onions, for heck's sake. Picking through trash. Want just a little more. There we go. Get his nose just a little. All right. Okay, we are going to call it good. Besides some glitter, because you know I have to always have bling. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to add just a little bit of drizzle gray. Why? Because the white is just looking too bold. So drizzle gray is what I'm going to use for a white highlight. Yeah, I'm liking that. So I'm just using the lid here. Throw a little right there. Okay. So I like to highlight my pieces. I think it just adds a little bit of fun, but some people don't prefer the highlighting, and that's totally cool. You do you. I mean, that's what's fun about painting. I'm just giving you guys some fun guidelines and some ideas to go with, and then I love watching you guys paint. So if you ever paint anything, make sure to show me. Love seeing it. He's adorable. Thank you. You've never been to... Oh, boring. Susan, you cracked me up. Okay. Mod Podge time and glitter time. Alright, so I'm just getting out my glitter, or just a sheet. Alright, and I was glittering earlier, so we'll grab this crappy brush. Because remember, you always use your crappy brushes with the Mod Podge. Don't use your nice ones, because they will ruin them. Okay, throw that back in there. Grab our red glitter. Okay, and then I know that you can't see the highlights right now, but I will show you how we get those back on so that you can see them. Okay, throw that back on here. So you can either use the bottom of your paintbrush, like the bottom edge of your paintbrush, or you can also get the embossing stylus tools. Those work too. And what I do is I just take, you can kind of see the paint coming through, so I'll just take and kind of lightly rub right where I have those lines at with the glitter. So you're kind of scratching it, but not really. You're just pulling it out a little bit. And you can see it kind of come right back. So there's our little man. Let me flip you guys so you guys can see head on, maybe, if my mouse wants to work. There we go. You guys, I love him. I hope you guys love him. I think he turned out really fun. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and designing with me. It was fun. I will list him in the shop tomorrow if you guys are interested. Remember that we all cubbies have discounts as well, so just FYI on that. But let me know if you need anything, or if you have any questions about painting or anything else. Love it. I know, I'm like so excited for how he turned out. I cannot even describe how happy I am. I know, right? Ah! I think he's so fun. I love The Grinch. The Grinch is probably my favorite Christmas movie. So I had fun. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you all tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Thursday. I will see you Thursday for Cricut. So bye guys.